Alright guys, we are back with a brand new tier list video. This is the updated version of the EZA tier list for both global and JP. This is going to be a very interesting one, considering that I feel like there should be stuff added down here when there really should be. But I assumed all of these guys are really good. But we do have 5 brand new EZAs, 5, and all of them are decently going from decent to amazing. That's what I'm going to say. But let's just kick it off with the banger. First, we're gonna update this entire list because I feel like some of them do deserve to be above, some of them do deserve to be below. It depends really. And wait a minute, I feel like something is off for a second. So hold on, I'm gonna pull up a video that I did a while back. Hold on, I think it's still in my history, right? Oh, it's in my history, yeah. So previously, I did a tier list video about a couple months ago, well, a little less than a couple months ago, but it was, I would say, a little on par, I guess. But some of them were kind of overrated, some of them were underrated. We're gonna be looking over those flaws right now, just so that it looks kind of clear. So let's see. Well, the first thing I kind of recognize is the fact that this 17, he's way better than I expected. In my Dokkan Fest tier list that I did about a couple days ago, I did rank him as Z tier. Let me just pull that up just in case you guys understand what I'm talking about. He is very good in his EZA. And I'm gonna pull up my global one just because it is a little more recent. It is a lot more recent than it is. And yes, it turns out that he is at Z tier, so you know what? You know what? I'm just gonna put him at Z tier because he is amazing, 100%. No, probably even better than these 3. Well, yeah, it's not ranked, but he's just way better. Same thing with Omega Shenron. I would rank him at Z because he lowers attack and defense on all enemies by 40%, because that just makes him a really useful unit. But I would still stick him right down here, but maybe I'll just leave him up here for now. Just for now. I could, if you guys don't like me putting him up here, or if you think I overrated him a little too much, then you can decide to, like, if you want me to put him down or up, or keep him there. But for now, Omega Shenron stays there. I think that's everyone from this list, right? Yeah, Medical is just a good support, but he's not great of an attacker. Gohan is good overall. I think he stays the way he is. Trunks is good because he gives superclass support. Not superclass support, but he just does a lot. Changes orbs, gives gets attack and defense from orbs. He's super effective against all types when he gets 7 key, I believe. That's amazing enough. Vegeta still stays there. He doesn't do damage until an enemy is stunned, but he's a great damage reducer, so that's amazing. Goku Black, we all know he's a great extreme support, and Vegito, he can see super attacks in less than 40% HP, and he not guards, but reduces damage by 80%. That's good enough for me. And Kid Buu, not Kid Buu. What am I saying? Oob. There we go. Kid Oob. He's very good. He's amazing against any Goku unit, except for Goku Jr., Kid Goku, all that stuff. But he's an amazing unit against any Goku unit, basically. So that's the reason why he's very viable on double S tier. Anything from here? Well, I feel like I should rank this guy up by 1 bit, so wait, let me check what he does. So if I search up Zamasu and stuff, because I know for a fact that this the global version of Goku Black gives supports. Yeah, he gives 3 key to extreme class, which basically makes him even better and has more value than the JP version of Goku Black. Yeah, and plus he has better stats than him. Ooh, way better stats. About 18,091 was. What about this one? What about this one? Yep, 16,000. That's slow. That's really low right there. So, you know what? Bump him up 1 tier just because he's a great support and he has the good stats. He doesn't change orbs, but he is a great lead for physical types. He gets orbs whenever he's against a Goku family category enemy, and that makes him really useful. Cell still stays there. This cell stays there. Goku Black stays there. I realized when using this Goku, he does a lot more than expected. He does give ki to super class allies, which makes him way better. But I think he has to put him in the first slot to do the work, and then after he attacks, he gives everyone else 3 ki, which makes him really nice. So I'm gonna put him up here. Frieza stays down here, or you can decide to move him up to the highest end of the S tier, but that's the reason why I put him there, is because he's really that good. Same thing with Caulifla and Kale. I realized when using Kale and Caulifla, they're both really good with each other. She tanks like a freaking monster, and she dodges like a queen, just like Tech Caulifla, but they're both on par, except the fact that Tech Caulifla is a better dodger in some sort of way. But she's really good. Her EZA is really good. Let's see, who else should I bump up? Why do I have you with him? I guess you get attack, but he changes orbs and gets attack and defense. He deserves to be up here because he's, if I recall, he is the better bunch of the family Kamehameha units, and that makes him really nice. Let's see, A tier. The JP version stays down here, obviously. He's not that great. Doesn't have that much. He has value, but it's not much value compared to the global version of him. Let's see. Kid Buu right here is okay. These are very good supports for Super Saiyan 2s. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Either that, or you just... I'm gonna bump this guy up for one reason only. And it's the fact that this Piccolo actually does give support to all types. I believe 70% defense. That's a lot. And just to prove my point, no wait, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So he gives all allies defense 77%. That's good enough for me. And he gets 1 ki and 20% per Bond of Master and Disciple category on the team. That's the reason why he's that good. I like this unit overall. So putting him on S tier is kind of nice. And is there any drawbacks to this kind of tier list now? I would say personally, maybe it is kind of hard to drop them down to C tier, D tier, or just terrible in general. I'll have to look back at it later. Right now, let's just update the new 5 units around here. We'll start off with the oldest, new/oldest EZA that came out last month, Kid Buu. Now, let me see, I think this is it. Yep, that's it. So, Kid Buu's EZA is actually really nice. So he gives 3 ki and 130% to extreme class, extreme int type units. And then he gives 3 ki and 90% stats to super int. That's really good, obviously. Same thing with the previous extreme EZAs, so nothing too exciting there. He gets attack and defense per 1 turn when he does a super attack, and then does immense damage, and he literally does the same thing from his previous stuff, except he just gave him attack and defense for 1 turn. That's it. It sounds like it's not a lot, but it actually kind of is. So given the fact that they give him that, I say he's pretty high up there. But let's keep going. He gets 100% attack. That's nice. Is it the same thing in here? Okay, so let's just add in more text. He gets 70% attack and defense when HP is 30% or more. Okay, not gonna lie, that's actually pretty good. He gives Majin Power Extreme Class allies 1 ki when HP is 50% or more. So he's a good support for Majin Power. And then he gives Extreme Class ki +1 when HP is 70% or more. I like that. I like this a lot. I think he has really good value in terms of support, because he gives 2 ki, well, mostly to Majin Power category extreme class allies, because who do you know, he actually does a lot for it. His links are very good, obviously. Majin, brutal beatdown, more than meets the eye, big bad bosses, big one obviously. Infinite regeneration, the wall standing tall in first battle. He gets 2 ki, plus an additional 2 ki from here, so that's 4 ki. Plus, if he was under a 3 ki lead, or double 3 ki lead, that means he gets, I believe, 6, 8, 10 ki? No, 14, no, 12 ki, so he basically just gets a free super if you put him under probably like Majin power, because that's what he's made for. And just put him under there, he gets his full super right away. That's what makes him really nice. So honestly, with his categories, which are very good by the way, his stats, which are almost freaking high, almost 19,000 attack, almost 11,000 defense, 20,000 HP, he is a solid unit and a great support. Has a great rework super attack finally, and his leader skill is awesome for battlefield, extreme super battle road, pretty much any piece of content. Won't be useful for too long events, but I'd say he's very useful in terms of viability. So he deserves to be an S tier. Maybe SS tier because he does a lot of he can output a lot of damage. I haven't really fully looked into him yet, but I'm assuming that he can do a lot of damage. So he's kind of between S and double S tier for sure. But I'll just leave him right at double S tier. Just see if people say he's overrated or not, or I overrated him too much. So I can lower him down a bit after. Krillin. Now this is actually kind of a surprise because when Prime Battle Frieza's EZA was announced, this unit's picture was in there, and I was like, where does this Krillin come from? Apparently, he comes from the Baba Shop. He is the Baba Shop Krillin, that same Baba Shop Krillin that I have seen for over 4 years and told myself this guy is not worth it because his guard chance is trash. Even though he reduces damage, it's trash. But honestly, I feel like after his awakening, he got a little better. So when you just awaken him, he gets 3 ki and 30% to all types. That's great. He does supreme damage and lowers defense. He gives 50% attack and defense. Has a high chance to guard all attacks as the first attacker. That's awesome. He has a 50% chance to guard, and then he reduces damage. He reduces more damage by 50% when guard is activated. So he reduces even more damage whenever he's attacked. So this is great. But when he EZAs, he's actually a lot better. So he gets he raises attack and defense for 1 turn. His leader skill now is 3 ki and 50% to all stats. He still does the same thing in his super, except he gets this, like I said. Oh, I haven't even said that yet, so he gets 70% attack and defense. So from his previous he gets 50, now he gets 70, so it's not a huge buff, but it's better. He has a high chance to guard as a first attacker, and then he has a medium chance, so it's a 25 for 30. Okay, so yeah, he has a 25% chance of guarding all attacks as the second or third attacker, which is pretty low, I guess. But I think the reason why they're doing it is because they want you to place him as the first attacker. That's the only thing. And then he reduces damage by 50% when guard is activated, so basically he's made to tank and lower defense, and he's basically made to tank. His links are solid. No, get it, solid. His links are pretty solid. Z Fighters, Turtle Skull, Courage, High Compatibility. Who's in here? I don't know anyone who's in here. Oh, never mind. This sucks. This sucks. This really sucks. Then why not? If you're gonna make this link exclusively to Goku's and Krillin's, why don't you give them more attack and defense? That's the thing I'm worried about. Solid support's pretty good, Brainiacs is good, Turtle Skull's good, Z Fighters is good, Shattering the Limit's great because, you know, there's a lot of units with Shattering the Limit now, so perfect. The problem with this unit is the fact that he's on Earthlings and... the problem with him is just that the fact that he's on Earthlings, and we know the leader of the category is... The leader for this specific category, the best one, is obviously LR Prime Battle Krillin, and he does 150 and they have the same freaking name. Like, why? I guess it makes sense because you want a Krillin that could lead and do a lot of damage, and you want another Krillin that can actually just guard. But they both literally have a really good capabilities. But since this one just recently got an EZA and is specifically made for Prime Battle, Frieza's EZA, or probably a bunch of other events, he's not too bad. Krillin is pretty good. Battle of Wits is actually a pretty good category, so I don't mind him being on there. What else? His stats are pretty decent for free to play. If you give him more stickers, I guess it might help him a lot. Maybe not, but at least he could do a lot better. And he has a farmable super attack, so that's good. So, I'd say based on his kit, and I did test him out, he is decently good. But in terms of where he's placed, I'd say he's an S tier as well. Okay, the reason why I say he's S tier is because he guards. That is the only thing that he's made for. He is made to guard. If you think he's not just made to guard, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But you could say that he is made to do more than just guard. But I say he's made to be guard just because of his passive alone. So where is it? Right here. So really, he's good. He's just good in general. He does raise his attack and defense per one turn. So yeah, he stays up here. Bardock, which Bardock is he from again? Oh yeah, he's from the story event, that's right. So, if you guys don't know, this Bardock was awakened from this Bardock, the original SSR Bardock. Let me take these off. This Bardock was, actually pretty decent. He was okay when he was awakened from his SR to his SSR. They already revamped this, they already revamped this event. They just needed to add medals for this guy to awaken to a TOR. That's it. And they successfully done that. So, what he did before, or what he does now actually, before he EZAs, is he gives giant categories key 4 and 50%. Key 4 is really rare to see, unless the category is crap, which the Giants category is kinda crap, or very shitty in fact, but we can all see the reason why they did that. But that's a pretty good lead before his EZA, not gonna lie. He raises attack for one turn and does supreme damage on his super. His passive gives him 1 key and 60% attack and defense, that's great. He gets an additional 60% when facing against 2 or more enemies. Basically made for Super Battle Road, Dokkan events, really. And he gets an additional key, 1 key, and 60% attack when facing against a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. Okay, that makes sense. This is the reason why they made him like this, is because of the Prime Battle EZA. So that's the reason why they did this for him. But he's very good. And then he has a chance to turn into a Giant Ape, which is a 20% chance. No, 10% chance. That's terrible. Okay, that's really terrible. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Team Bardock, obviously. Saiyan Pride, because... who's in here? I forgot. Okay, so it's because there's Vegetas, Borgos, Tora. Okay, that's the reason why. It's a pretty good link then. Saiyan Pride's good. Saiyan Roar, it's amazing. I see the Super Saiyan Force having this cred, so why not him? He's really good. And Transform is really nice, 3 key, and with an additional 2 key from Shattering the Limit, so he gets 5 key plus whatever amount of key he gets under for 3 key leads. So that's amazing. His categories obviously are really good because you got Team Bardock, that's actually a really good free-to-play team. You got Low Class Warrior because of the AGL Bardock, so you can link him up with this one. Because, yep, you can link him up with this one and he's good to go. Giant form, obviously, very good. Pure Saiyan's good. Goku's family, good. Giant Ape power. It should have been Giant Apex power. But this is a really good... Oops. This is a really good category. Desperate Struggle, I have no idea. I have no idea how good he is in Desperate Struggle, but I assume he's pretty decent. And that's only before his EZA. Now, within his EZA, it's actually pretty simple. Instead of 50, it's 77%, and his key stays the same. He has a 3 key and 50% to AGL types instead of 30%? Oh no, it's the same thing. Oh, they only changed this part. Wow, okay. He gets attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage on his super, okay. He gets 3 key and 77% at the start of turn. He gets an additional 77% when facing 2 or more enemies. He gets 3 key and 77%, so he gets an additional when facing against a wicked bloodline, and then has a chance of turning into Giant Ape 2 times, so it's a 10%. It's meh. His links are good, categories are great. Stats wise, pretty decent actually. That's a lot of health for a TOR EZA. Let me be honest, that's a lot of health. But he's really good overall. Am I gonna say he's great? Not likely, but he's really good. He's still made for the Prime Battle EZA Frieza, so I might just put him right here, just because he's only made for it. There's not okay. So let me be honest. In terms of how many enemies you're gonna be encountering in the Wicked Bloodline, there's honestly not. There's a lot, to be honest, but it's not gonna be as many as you might think. But he's really good against he's really good against them. So the high end of A tier or the low end of S tier, between these ends, that's where he's gonna stay. And yeah, that's pretty much it about him. He overall he's good, like just good in general. Not great, but good. Alright, next up, Masked Saiyan. This is one of the easiest I've been waiting for a very long while. They actually added a logo. Logo. My goodness, logo. There we go. They added the Dragon Ball Universe logo at the corner of the card, because they noticed that he is from Xenoverse and not Heroes. But he's very good. So what he does is all types keep +3 at 80%. That's good. He stacks attack and defense, which is great. He does immense damage, and he lowers attack and defense. That's amazing. He gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn, which is good. And then he gets 1 key, and 50% when facing 2 or less enemies. And then gets an additional key, and 30% attack and defense when facing 1 enemy. So really, you want to put him in like really long-term events, such as like the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, the Legendary Goku event, all that stuff. Sometimes you can put him in extreme or regular super battle road, but that will depend on the amount of enemies that are in there. So if you're not lucky enough to face against like 1 or 2 enemies, then this is not going to kick off. So have fun with that. His links are okay. You might want to put him with you might want to link him up with Brawly, because that's like the only way you can do it, because he has Berserker, Brutal Beatdown, and I think that's it. If you want to, you could link him up with, I don't know, someone like the Vegeta and Nappa card, but that would be it basically. That's pretty much it with the Masked Saiyan, if you want to link him up for over 9,000, but overall his links are... I forgot to place this off. Oh my goodness. But he's pretty good in general, not gonna lie. His categories, obviously very good. Let's see what else. Stats, actually they're pretty good. They're really good stats. Almost 18,000 attack, almost 18,000 health, almost pretty much 11,000 defense. So I'd say he's really solid. He's a really solid unit for an EZA, and since he does stack attack and defense, since he is made for long-term events and everything, god darn it, he's made to be up here. And his leader skill is great, because he does all types, keep +3 and 80%, so not gonna lie, I like it. And we have this guy, Frieza. You probably know where I'm going to place him. You probably already know right now where I'm going to place this god of a free-to-play unit. He's free to play, guys. Free to play. You can just obtain him through a freaking event, and there will be no worries. But god, this guy is good. He's up here. I'm sorry. He is the best free-to-play easy. He's the best EZA free-to-play EZA in the game. 100%. He's just good. Okay, so what he does is Extreme class Ki plus 4 90%. He is also a super class Ki plus 3 and 70%. His 12 Ki just greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and then does colossal damage. His 18 Ki just does mega colossal damage and greatly lowers attack and defense, which is amazing because this is useful for extreme super battle road or super battle road in general. And he gets 50% attack and defense at the start of turn. They're considering his stats. They're literally considering his stats because of that little buff. Because look how much attack and defense he has. There is no free-to-play unit in the freaking game that has this much attack. I think Vegito Blues is close to it. But regardless, he is very good. And I can look through this right now. Let's see, where is... Okay, so here's Frieza. Well, Goku's has a little bit of a higher attack stat. Right, 15,000? Oh, this one. 16. Okay, so he has more. He has way more health. Oh my goodness gracious, that is a lot. Where is Vegito Blue? I want to compare that to him. If he's not down here, then I'm blind as... Okay, there he is. Orbed. Yeah, he's not even touching him right there. So what about these guys? No free-to-play unit in this realm can't even touch Frieza's attack stat. That is the only difference. There's none in the world that can touch him. Plus he gets how much of a buff exactly? Well, 50% plus an additional 50%, so it's plus an additional 3 Ki and 50% as the first or third attacker, which by the way, it actually does give him much more viability, and it makes him useful, because placing him in the first or third slot makes him very defensive, but really you want to place him in the first slot, because he's too good of a tanker. He's way too good to be a tanker, 100%. Then he gets an additional 50% when performing an Ultra, then he gets 3 Ki. Yeah, he gets an additional 3 Ki when attacking a super class enemy, so basically he gets 6 Ki for free. He literally gets 6 Ki for free if you place him in the first or third slot. That's how dumb he is. And his links, we don't even need to talk about his links. They're godly good. 80, I think they're like, let's see, 20 plus additional 30, 45, 70. So it's about 85% attack from just links. And if we want to talk about categories, he's really good at all categories. He literally just buffed all of his. He's literally buffed throughout every category that he's on, and he's just useful in general. So no need to talk about that anymore. He's a 10 out of 10 at max, 100%. That's the reason why I like this guy. He is very good, 100%. Probably one of actually he is the best free-to-play unit in the game. I'll probably keep that in mind until my top 10 series does come out. But for now, that is pretty much... No, I don't think that's it. I think... Is there any units that need to go down? Because honestly, I feel like there should. Well... I don't think so. I might have to just take these two off. Or something like that. But I think that's it for now. In the future tier list, if you guys want to see units move down or up, make sure you guys let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me just pull up this so that I can reference this in a future video. But if you guys want to see more tier lists, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below on your thoughts on this EZA tier list. And I'll see you guys in the next video.